From Kenya.
Oh, you from Kenya?
Yes.
Habari yako?
Missouri sana.
Habari yako?
Missouri.
Missouri, yeah.
Habari yako! Right, Joshi?
Yeah.
Now, do y'all remember what I said about this Kenyan bracelet right here? The smallest bracelet in the world, the one where it's like almost impossible to put it on and really impossible to take it off. Don't ask me how I did it. I don't know. It's a miracle. As you see, Speed, after he left Kenya, he got the famous Kenyan bracelet, right, in Nairobi. He went to Ethiopia, Egypt, Algeria, and now he's in Morocco, and he's still wearing this bracelet. You want to know why?
I really thank IShowSpeed for showing us these countries, because now I'm 100% sure of the countries I will never go to. I will never visit as a tourist. Just watching how he's being treated, bottles thrown on him, water thrown on him in Algeria, just solidifies for me where it's safe to go and not to go.
Okay. Get out of here. Let's get out of here.
But the kind of things that he went through, almost getting his eardrum blown out because they continue to shoot the gun close to his head, or it was like a gunpowder or something close to his head, when he told them that it was he had a problem with it, and then them doing it so close to his ear to the point where he felt like his eardrum was blown out. And then to go to the stadium, like I said, he had bottles and water and trash thrown at him and his whole team. It's just crazy.
I was watching this IShowSpeed African tour. I was watching it, you know, the first African country he went to was Congo. He was shown too much love. He went to Ethiopia, he went to Kenya, he went to other countries, He really appreciated the love they were really showing him. And he went to Morocco, he went to Algeria, he went to Egypt. He was so disappointed. See, IShowSpeed, one thing you should know is that just because this northern country are in African continent, they don't see themselves as Africans. See, let me tell you something. They hate being Africans. They hate being called Africans. They might come to your front and be like, oh, I'm African too. But inside of them, they hate being African. I'm telling you, if they can even remove themselves from the word Africans, they will.
When he visits these countries, he's really showcasing the beauty of these countries. That kind of thing really can draw a lot of tourists, a lot of opportunities, a lot of revenue into the country. When they showcase things like that, that can potentially deter people from wanting to visit or wanting to do things that will bring some positive things or revenue into the country. On my other video, I showed some of the things he dealt with in Europe. I've even seen some other videos of making monkey noises, things like that. It's just like I said, it really shows, as a black person, you can't just go to any country. There's some countries it's just not safe for us to go. And the thing that really impresses me about Speed is that even after all that, you never hear him talking bad about those countries. I just have a lot of respect for that he still carries himself the way he does even after experiencing those things in those countries. I have never heard him badmouth the countries after. I'm thankful that he's showing these things, because now, I'm taking notes. I hope other people are too, especially black people, where it's not safe to go to being black.
If they can even remove themselves from the continent of Africa, they will. They don't see themselves as Africans, so you don't expect the same love from the real African countries to an Arab country just because they're in African continent. You think you can get the same love? No. They are Arab countries. They see themselves as Arab. They don't see themselves as Africans. They don't even like the word African. Because I saw your video in Algeria when they were throwing you bottles, throwing you some kind of things. These people, you see, let's be honest to ourselves. They don't like African people. They don't. Just because they're in the continent of Africa, you think they're Africans. No, they are not. They are not. You can't get the same love from these people. You can't. You can't. They even hate being called African. Even if they come in your front, I'll be like, oh, I'm African. They are not. Inside of them, they hate being called Africans. So you can't get the same love from them. Go to the main African countries. They don't like African. I'm telling you, they don't like Africa. Despite they're in African continent, they don't like Africans. Let's don't lie to ourselves. They never see themselves as African. So avoid these northern countries. Just avoid it. You know, I know you're going to come to Nigeria. I know you're going to come to Ghana. These are countries. These are people who are going to show you true love, just as Congo has shown you true love, just as Ethiopia has shown you love, just as South Africa has shown you love, just as Kenya has shown you love. These people don't see themselves as African. Just get that into your head. You know, I know you were disappointed in Egypt. I know you were disappointed in Algeria. I know you were disappointed in Morocco. I know. You're not getting the love. So be careful.
And that's why some countries are getting a lot of love. Like Kenya.
How about a Kenyan with me and my friends?
Kenya is an example. And that's why most of people right now, they want that Kenya bracelet. Can you see? This is how it looks.
I couldn't take it off.
I'm sure if you realize this, but these Kenyan bracelets, these wristbands, they have a secret power, right? If you do this, you find yourself in paradise.
Chad, why my Kenya up like this?
You know, one thing about Kenyans, doesn't matter what part of the country you're from, what skin color you are, what religion you are, they're gonna have one of these. They're gonna have some variation of it. Hold on. I have this one, doesn't come off. You could have one with Kenya on it. You could have one with your name. There's so many variations.
Why are you wearing Kenyan bracelet but you're not Kenyan?
I'm African. And Kenya is part of Africa. Let's stop the divisiveness, all right?
Yes, sir.
United Africa.
Yes, sir.
Peace and blessings, man.
Amen, brother.
She asked me, baby, where you from? I told her, Kenya.
Okay, I actually get this comment a lot, and yes, I do wear a Kenyan bangle. However, I actually don't know what this means. I'd love some more info on it and the history behind it. Basically, I found this on the floor at Australia Zoo, and I put it on, so that was like April this year, and I put it on, and I was going to hand it in, and then I just completely forgot about it and walked out with it on. So that's why I have this Kenyan bracelet.
A lot of people always ask me about the Kenyan bracelet that I have right here, and to explain and answer that question, I lived in Kenya. I went there when I was in elementary school, and I went to middle school and high school there, so I kind of grew up there when I was young. And Kenya feels like home to me, so I always feel kind of connected when I have these bracelets.
Let me guess. You drink Sauvignon Blanc. Let me get you a house pour.
You noticed that after arriving in Egypt, Speed was still wearing the bracelets given to him by the people of Ethiopia and Kenya. This is part of why Speed is so popular in Africa.
You know, Speed is also a human being, and he knows where he was appreciated, where he was welcomed well, and that's why Speed, until today, he has that Kenya bracelet. Okay, note this. I'm not here to spread any negativity to some countries, but the way Kenya treated him, the way South Africa treated him, the way Namibia, the way Ethiopia, the way, like, you can't compare them with Egypt and Morocco, guys, Algeria. No, you can't. And that's why Kenya is trading. Guys, let me leave you with these videos.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Let's get it.